Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here, the lab coat's on back order, and it's Monday, November 28th, which means it's time for this week's Pokemon News Update video thingy here on the channel. Admittedly, it's going to be a pretty short one because there is not that much to mention whatsoever. So, that being the case, what I might want to start doing is pushing these off until Tuesday, because I found in the past, generally a lot more news is revealed on Tuesdays of each week, and that might have just been leading up for Sun and Moon perhaps, but what I might want to start doing is waiting until Tuesday, because as far as my recording schedule for the Pokemon Moon episodes, recording the news update on Tuesday probably is going to fit my theme or my schedule a little bit better. So I'm probably going to start doing that. We'll see what happens for next week. If there's not much to mention on Monday for news, I'll wait until Tuesday. Let's go from there. But of course, as always, I will have a booster pack opening of Pokemon TCG at the end of the video. This one is going to be the BREAKpoint expansion, and as always, for your chance to win the code card for Pokemon TCG Online that I get out of this pack, stay tuned for when I open this up, and I'll give you a question of the day to answer and participate in, and one lucky person that answers the question of the day on Sunday, December 4th, will be drawn for winning that code card, so stay tuned for that towards the end of the video. But first to go over is, of course, last week's question of the day. The question I posed to everybody out there was, did you choose Pokemon Sun or Pokemon Moon, or both versions, or which version would you choose if you don't have them yet? And the winner of the Breakthrough code card from last week was a viewer named DoubleJuiceX01, and they say, I plan on getting Pokemon Sun, mostly because I want it to match my real life time of day, if that makes any sense. And I'm going to interject for a moment, that makes total sense, because as I've been learning as I'm trying to do the Pokemon Moon episodes for the channel, if I want to have a nice 4 o'clock in the afternoon recording time in Alola, I've got to record at 4 o'clock in the morning, my time. So it's kind of fun doing that. It's making things kind of interesting for the videos. I don't know if it made me a little bit too cranky in last Friday's episode, because the calling for help got really on my nerves, and it might have been because maybe I didn't have enough sleep to record that, but we'll see how this week goes. If I find I'm not having so much fun with the episode that I'm recording for Friday, which will be about 4 in the morning my time, I might decide to start recording for different times and just go from there. But continuing with the comment, because I am a Pokemon Red player also, and Sun kind of goes with red, Moon would go with blue, lol. And actually, it is kind of true because the logos do show Sun has more of the reddish-orange color to it, Moon is more of the bluish-purple, so it kind of fits in with the red and blue theme. I find that other than Gen 4 and 5, they sort of stuck to the theme of red and blue. Because, well, gold and silver, you can sort of argue that, not really red or blue, but I found gold to be more reddish, silver to be more blue. Of course, Ruby Sapphire was obvious. Diamond and Pearl, that was really hard to tell. Black and white, of course, there was no color whatsoever, but X and Y each had their own colored logos. X was blue and Y was red. So anyway, red and blue seems to be sort of a theme that they're sticking with for the most part. But anyway, congratulations to DoubleJuiceX01 for winning the Pokemon TCG code card for the Breakthrough expansion pack. Hopefully you got some good cards out of that when you get that. I still haven't sent it out to you yet. I need to get some contact info for you, but I have your code ready and waiting for whenever I can get it to you. So just, if you're watching this, drop me a comment, let me know how I can contact you through email or Twitter or something. I'll get the info and clear out your comments so no one else can get it, and I'll send it to you as soon as I can. But again, for your chance to win the BREAKpoint Booster Pack code card, stay tuned as I open that towards the end of this video. Now, there really is not much to mention. Did I say much to mention? There really is not much to mention. The first thing I will mention, I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but if you play Pokemon GO, Ditto has appeared in Pokemon GO. I've caught one myself. So the way this happens is, from what I understand, you don't know Ditto is here just yet, because you'll just see regular Pokemon in the area. But I believe it was a Rattata that I caught and became Ditto. So if you catch a common Pokemon, or maybe an uncommon Pokemon, I've only heard reports that Ditto is coming from Rattata and Pidgey if you catch them. But if you catch one of these Pokemon, I know they're the common Pokemon you might not want to bother catching anymore, but there's a chance, as soon as it goes into the Pokeball, the text will pop up saying, oh, and then you see the Pokemon you've just caught. It's going to turn into this big energy swirl, and then suddenly, boom, Ditto appears, and you've actually caught a Ditto. It has been transformed into that common Pokemon, which you otherwise might not have caught. So start catching those common Pokemon once again. You never know, Ditto might be there. From what I've heard, though, the moment somebody catches a Pokemon that transforms into Ditto, everyone else in that area should see Ditto on their map. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, because I've only had one instance of a Ditto appearing for me. I don't know if anyone else was playing at that time, so it's hard to say, but from what I've heard, that is the case. So you might see a Ditto on your map at some point, at which point you'll know just go to that spot and get yourself a Ditto. So this one here, they all, I'm sure, have just transform and struggle. I believe it says the moment you send it into a gym battle, Ditto will transform into the Pokemon that is first in the opponent's list, and it's going to stay as that Pokemon for the remainder of the fight. So I think if you send it back into your Pokeball, it's still going to be the same thing. And I would imagine, just like in the video games, Ditto should copy the CP and the attacks of the Pokemon it transforms into as well. But I haven't used this little guy yet in a gym battle. I might try that today if I just want to, give it a whirl and see. I might record that too, maybe throw it on Twitter or something like that. Anyway, that is all to mention for Pokemon Go. And the only other thing really to mention is something I think I might have mentioned last week, so I might just be repeating myself. But we're talking about the video game series, or the video game world here. With Pokemon Sun and Moon out, the global link is now back up and running, and you can register your game on there. You can get into some special battles, and the rating battles for Season 1 have begun. Now I'm going to give you a quick rundown here. You can go on the website of, 3ds.pokemon-gl.com. You can get all the information on there. But essentially, you got 4 battle formats as options in the rating battles. You got singer battles, you get single battles, double battles, you've got special battles, which feature different rules for each season, and championship battles, which use the rule set of the Video Game World Championships. I don't know what I was trying to say there. But the Pokemon Video Game World Championships, the rules for that are going to be the ones for this championship series. Essentially, you're going to be able to practice using these rules if you're planning to go to the World Championships or trying to vie your way into it. And you're going to be able to sort of practice your skills using the rules leading up to it. So give you a better chance to win, perhaps, in the actual World Showdown. However, for this season, the season of rating battles, the special battle format is going to be single battles to be able to battle using legendary Pokemon Solgaleo and Lunala, as well as the soon-to-be-released Magearna, the mythical Pokemon, which we'll be getting via the QR code, which has not yet been released. But you can also use Ash Greninja if you send it over from your demo copy of Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon Special Demo version. Ash Greninja can be used in this special format in the single battles of the rating battles. So if you want to use any of those cool Pokemon, that is your way to do it. And believe it or not, that is all for the news. Like I say, I'm going to wait probably till next Tuesday. Or if there's a lot of news on Monday, how about this? In future weeks, if there's a lot of news to mention on the Monday of that week, I'll do a news update then. If not, I'll wait until the Tuesday. So the news update's going to fluctuate a little bit, but you'll still get your news at the start of the week, unless if I'm too sick to record that time, or if there's really just nothing to talk about. I might just maybe throw a quick little video update and just say, here's the pack opening for the week, blah, 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 and go from there. But, as I say, that's all there is to mention for the world of the news of the world of Pokemon. And we're going to get to the question of the day now, as I'm preparing to open up the BREAKpoint booster pack. So, question of the day is sort of in relation to something I mentioned in yesterday's first Pokemon Sapphire episode. And if you missed that, I did get 2 episodes up on Sunday. I wanted to have an episode on Saturday and Sunday, but life happened, circumstances happened. I couldn't get stuff recorded for Saturday, but I got 2 up on Sunday, though, so I made up for that. Anyway, I did mention, as I was heading out to the Pokemon League on Saturday, somebody had pulled up in a truck outside where I was waiting for the bus, and long story short, I'm not going to repeat the entire thing that I mentioned already. Go check out the first episode of Sapphire, episode number 47 on Sunday, and you see the whole story there. But basically, this man generously gave me a $20 bill to be able to go get myself something to eat for, just lunch to treat myself. And that made me realize we're in the season of giving, right? And I'm the kind of person that if someone offers me something, I know they're offering it because doing so makes them feel good, so I will accept it. But I felt a little bit guilty where it's like, I was going to go get my own money out of the bank anyway and buy something, so I didn't need this 20, but I honored his wishes to treat me to something, so I bought something for like $5 and just spread the other $15 around other people that live in the uptown area that need more help than I do. So this all leads into the question of the day, since this does sort of, I guess that moment really sparked it for me that we're now getting into the season of giving. In fact, the season of giving should always be going. It shouldn't be a season. People should just be giving if they can help it. If you can afford to give, you can make the quality of life better for other people around you. But maybe that's too big of a soapbox kind of thing for me to get into right here. But anyway, since the season of giving has begun, my question of the day for everybody out there is, what is the most generous thing you've ever done for someone, or that someone has done for you? So leave that answer in a comment down below and include hashtag QOTD in that comment. And on Sunday, which is December 4th, we go into the running for one person to be drawn to receive the code card from the BREAKpoint booster pack, which I'll open up in just a moment. But just, I like the idea of this. Now, I felt a little guilty. I didn't even quote what was that. I felt a little guilty because after this whole thing happened and I distributed the other money around, I was letting people know about it, and I thought, you know, a good deed shouldn't have to be publicized. You should just do the good deed and feel good about it. And I did. And admittedly, it's like, I kind of was telling people about it, and I guess I'm doing it now too, because it makes me feel good to know that people know that I did something generous. So, in a way, I feel guilty about that because I shouldn't want that. But I also realize another thing about me telling this story, and getting this information out there, is because hopefully it's going to inspire other people to be generous this season as well. So if they saw that I did something nice and someone did something nice for me, maybe it's going to spark it in their mind, oh, I should do something nice for somebody else as well. So maybe that's going to be the case. I really don't know. But anyway, just leave your answer down below. And again, hashtag QOTD, have a chance to win the code card, which I guess is another generous thing that I do. I offer out all these code cards and stuff, so that's kind of a nice thing too. So anyway, all that rambling aside, let us now switch the camera over and I'll open up this BREAKpoint booster pack and see what cards I get for my collection. And so, as always, with the nice backdrop of the Pikachu EX Red and Blue collection for Pokemon TCG, which, as I've mentioned many times, and I'm sure I'll mention many times again, as soon as we hit 1,000 subscribers for the channel, and we're pretty close now, we're at 960-some, last time I checked, I'll be doing an unboxing of this on camera and giving out the code card within this box to a lucky viewer for that question of the day. But I also want to pick up another copy of one of these collection boxes and do a physical mail out as a sort of celebration of hitting the landmark 1,000 subscriber mark on the channel. And I've kind of decided what I would like to do. Now, I mentioned this last week. There's a special collection leading into the Sun and Moon expansion of Pokemon TCG, the Alola collection, which features an oversized copy of a Pokemon GX card. I might be convinced to pick one of those up and do that as the mail out for the 1,000 subscriber mark. So, if you're not currently subscribed to the channel and you like free giveaway things like that, feel free to subscribe and we'll get ourselves closer to 1,000 subscribers for the channel, getting us that much closer to picking up one of those things and doing a mail out, a nice big celebration for hitting 1,000 subscribers. Okay, with that promotional story out of the way, let's get the BREAKpoint booster pack sliced open here, see what cards I get. Well, of course, first of all, let's grab that code card and sneak it to the side, make sure it's not visible. And on the 4th of December, it's so weird to say that, we're almost at Christmas time already, or other holidays, of course. But anyway, 4th of December, we will be giving that code card to a lucky viewer that answers the question of the day. So, let's see what cards I get. Got a Froakie, a Rattata, Kricketot. Now, I've said this before, but I really like this attack, Bug Hunch. It doesn't seem like this can do much. Kricketot can't attack. But search your deck for up to 3 grass Pokemon. It could be Break Evolution, they could be EXs, whatever you want. Choosing 3 Pokemon from your deck just with that 1 attack for 1 grass energy. That is not bad. Kricketot is a great setup Pokemon, grass-type decks. We have a Shelter, and what's that in the background? Is that a boat? Is that the boat from XD Gale of Darkness? I don't know, or is it actually in the water? Anyway, enough of that Shelter. We got Drowsy with Mumble and Focused Wish. Uncommon cards beginning with an Arcanine, which can flop for whatever reason. Look, is it using extreme speed? Look at the wind rushing passive there. We've got a Palpitoad. We've got a Kricketune, so you could evolve that Kricketot and start doing some damage. And I really like Screech. During your next turn, any damage done to the defending Pokemon by attacks is increased by 60. So Kricketune could Screech. You could also then bring something else up and do damage plus 60, which isn't bad, after weakness and resistance is applied, of course. The reverse foil card shall be a Zebstrika with Zap Zone. Damage from the attacks of your lightning Pokemon isn't affected by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. Now, I don't know. I don't think that includes weakness and resistance. So if they're weak to lightning, because for example, look at Crashing Bolt. You can read this. If your opponent's active Pokemon has fighting resistance, this attack does 60 more damage. So, a lot of things that are resistant to fighting are weak to lightning. I wonder if that means Zap Zone wouldn't be affected by their weakness, because it's doing extra damage anyway. I don't know. Anyhow, that's the reverse foil. Rare card is going to be Trevenant with the Nervous Seed ability. As long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, the attacks of your opponent's basic Pokemon cost 1 colorless more, and Energy Press does 70 plus 10 more damage for each energy attached to the active Pokemon on the opposing side. So, if they do have a basic up, you gotta attach more energy to it to be able to hit you. You're gonna be doing more damage back with the Energy Press. So that is what I got out of the booster pack. Again, for your chance to win this code card right here. Woo! Why did I sound spooky? For your chance to win this code card on December 4th, when I'll do the drawing, just answer the question of the day and include hashtag QOTD down in your comments so I can do a search. And that question is, what is the most generous thing you've ever done for someone, or that someone has done for you, just to sort of kick off this whole spirit, the season of giving, that kind of thing, getting us ready for the holiday season. with all that, it is now time for me to sign off and prepare for the first episode of Pokemon Moon for the week. Some pretty interesting things happen, let's just say that, and I have come back refreshed. I'm trying to keep myself nice and relaxed when it comes to the wild encounters and the calling for help. We'll see how things play out in today's episode. Alright, I just want to say thanks for checking out today's episode of the news update video thingy. Sorry there wasn't really much to mention, but sometimes there's a slow news day, can't really be helped. But once again, thanks for checking it out, and feel free to leave a comment down below, let me know what you think of the news, and again, answer that question of the day. But with all that, Professor Chaz is now signing off. Once again, thanks for checking out the news update, and I'll catch you next time.